Welcome to May 11 to May 15, Day 5 of ESOL instruction for newcomers grades 6 through 8. It's your teacher, Mr. Ebeling. This presentation is based on the grades 6 through 8 newcomer ESOL May 11 to May 15, Day 5 paper packet. These paper packets can be picked up at meal distribution centers throughout Baltimore. The center closest to Highlandtown Elementary Middle School is John Rura Elementary School. The school address is 701 Rapola Street, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. This week's theme is responsibility. Look at the picture. What do you see? What do you want to know? Write or draw in the chart. When I look at this picture, I notice a man hunched over with a large load tied to his back. I wonder who this man is and what is the load. On the next section of the packet, we are directed to read each new word below, read the sentence, and look at the picture to understand its meaning. Look up the word in a bilingual dictionary to write it in your language. This is a picture of the noun health. Health is the state of being free from sickness or injury. My mother feels great because she is in perfect health. This is a picture of the noun advertisement. An advertisement is something that is shown to people on TV, radio, or print to try to sell them a product or service. After Leah saw the advertisement for McDonald's, she wanted to eat there. This is a picture of the adjective handsome. For a man, to be handsome means to be good-looking, attractive. He got a job as a model because he is so handsome. This is a picture of the noun cowboy. A cowboy is a man or boy who works with cattle or horses on a ranch or in a rodeo. The cowboy rode his horse out to the field. This is a picture of the verb admit. To admit is to confess to be true. The boy finally admitted that he had eaten all the candy. This is a picture of the noun lung cancer. Lung cancer is a serious disease that begins in the lungs and most often occurs in people who smoke. He got lung cancer because he smoked his entire life. This is a picture of the noun smoker. A smoker is a person who smokes. Many cigarette smokers have serious health problems. This is a picture of the verb ruin. To ruin is to destroy. Jerry ruined his new car in an accident and it cannot be fixed. This is a picture of the noun mistake. A mistake is an action or decision that is wrong. It was a mistake to let the cat outside because she ran away. This is a picture of the noun tobacco. Tobacco is a plant whose leaves are dried and used to make cigarettes. The farmer hung the tobacco leaves to dry in the barn. Here are the directions for this next section. This week's theme is responsibility. What does it mean to take responsibility for your actions? Sometimes it means saying you were wrong. For many people, this can be difficult to do. Read a true story about someone who took responsibility for his actions. Use the vocabulary from Part 2 to help you understand. Marlboro Man. In the 1930s, people in the United States began to hear that cigarette smoking could be bad for their health. But cigarette companies wanted people to believe that cigarettes were good for people. They made advertisements that made smoking look fun and healthy. These companies only wanted to make money. One company made a cigarette called Marlboro. In 1954, the company began using a person that they called the Marlboro Man in their advertisements. In the ads, the Marlboro Man was a healthy, strong, and handsome cowboy. He was always smoking a Marlboro cigarette. By using the Marlboro Man in their ads, the cigarette company sold a lot more cigarettes, especially to men. They made a lot of money. Then, in 1964, the United States government wrote a report. It said that smoking was bad for people's health. The report stated that cigarette smoking was a cause of lung cancer and other diseases. Cigarette companies knew that smoking was bad for people's health, but they would not admit it. They only wanted to make money. The Marlboro Cigarette Company continued to use the Marlboro Man in their ads. In 1975, a person named Wayne McLaren became the new Marlboro Man. In real life, Wayne really was a smoker. He thought it was okay to smoke. He also thought it was okay to be the Marlboro Man in cigarette ads. After he stopped being the Marlboro Man, Wayne McLaren continued to smoke, although he smoked for 25 years. Then at the age of 51, something terrible happened. Wayne became sick with lung cancer. He realized that smoking had ruined his health. Wayne realized that the cigarette ads were a mistake. The ads gave people, even children, the wrong message. They said it was okay to smoke. Now he wanted to take responsibility for his actions. In the months before he died, Wayne did 3 things. First, he went to a meeting with the people from the cigarette company. He spoke to them about how smoking had ruined his health. He also spoke against the cigarette ads. He said the ads made people, even children, want to smoke. Secondly, he spoke to people in the government of the state of Massachusetts. He asked them to make stronger laws against smoking and cigarette ads. Lastly, before he got too sick, Wayne spoke to groups of school children about smoking. He told them his story. He wanted them to know how bad smoking could be for their health, too. In the end, Wayne died. But before he died, he took responsibility for his actions. Some of his last words were, "Take care of the children. Tobacco will kill you, and I'm living proof of it." Directions. Read each of the statements below and decide if it is true or false. Write the word true or false on the line in front of the number. 1. If your shoes are ruined, you will probably need to grow to get new ones. 2. If a boy is really handsome, he may be able to get a job as an actor or model. 3. Students are usually very happy when they make a lot of mistakes on a test. 4. Today a lot of Americans smoke because it is healthy. 5. If you admit that you cheated on your test, you say that you cheated. Directions. Find the best way to complete each sentence. Refer back to the text as needed. Write the letter of your answer on the line. Then practice reading the sentences out loud. 1. Cigarette companies use the Marlboro Man in their ads. 2. The U.S. government wrote a report about smoking. 3. Wayne McLaren probably got lung cancer. 4. Wayne spoke to the Massachusetts government. 5. Wayne spoke to groups of children. Our choices are A. To ask them to make stronger laws against smoking. B. So they could learn from his story. C. To sell a lot of cigarettes, especially to men. D. To warn Americans that smoking caused cancer. E. Because he smoked for 25 years. Directions. Today's objective was to complete written exercises using vocabulary terms and details from an informational text. Write your answers below to the questions below. What is one thing you learned from this lesson? What is one thing you are still curious about? Next week's theme will be kindness. Look at this picture. Think about what it means to you. Final steps for Mr. Ebeling. 1. If you're in my Google Classroom, you can either send me a picture of your completed work there or edit the PDF that is in Google Classroom. 2. If you are unable to join Google Classroom, take a picture of your completed packet and text it to me. If you do not have a packet, write your answers on your paper and then text it to me. 3. My classroom code for Google is XUZFSOB. My number to text me is 410-645-0593, but please do not text after 8 p.m. My email is taebeling@bcps.k12.md.us. This is the end of this presentation. Please complete as much of the packet as you can if you have one. More presentations will be posted as they are created. Remember to be safe, stay 6 feet away from people when you're away from your home, and wash hands as often as you can. Goodbye for now, Mr. Ebeling.